Did you know that misclassifying a nanny as an independent contractor could lead to serious tax and legal consequences? It's essential to understand your tax obligations, whether you're a nanny or household employer. This knowledge not only ensures compliance with the law, but also protects your financial future. Hello, I'm Anna from the House Managers Network and the House Managers Network Academy, a premier domestic staffing agency dedicated to connecting families with top tier household professionals. At the House Managers Network, we specialize in placing high skilled nannies, housekeepers, house managers, personal assistants, chiefs of staff, and more. Through our House Managers Network Academy, we also provide specialized training and courses to help domestic professionals excel in their careers. Today, we'll be diving into a crucial topic that many nannies and household employers overlook: nanny tax implications and understanding tax responsibility. If you find this content valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more expert insights into the private service industry. Nanny tax responsibilities. Understanding these aspects will help nannies ensure they are properly classified, file their taxes correctly, and maximize potential benefits while also ensuring employers stay compliant with tax laws and avoid penalties. The key points are: verify employment status, household employee, not independent contractor. Provide Form W-4 to your employer. Track income and keep records of wages and benefits. Receive Form W-2 by January 31st. File taxes using Form W-2. Pay Social Security and Medicare if earning $2,600 and up for the 2024 threshold. Check state and local tax requirements and claim tax benefits if applicable. Nanny tax responsibilities. As a nanny, you are legally classified as a W-2 employee, not an independent contractor. This means your employer must withhold taxes from your paycheck and contribute to Social Security and Medicare. Many families mistakenly assume they could pay nannies as independent contractors, but this is incorrect and could result in fines or penalties. For example, if your employer asks you to file a 1099 form instead of a W-2, they are misclassifying you. A nanny who works in the family's home under their direction is an employee. If you encounter this situation, kindly inform them or seek legal guidance. At the beginning of your employment, you will need to fill out a Form W-4 so your employer knows how much federal income tax to withhold from your paycheck. For example, if you claim zero allowances, more tax will be withheld from each paycheck, reducing the chance of owing taxes at the end of the year. If you claim one or more, you'll have less tax withheld, but you might owe more later. Track your income and keep records of wages and benefits. Maintaining accurate records of your paychecks, benefits, and work hours is essential. This helps ensure you receive fair pay and proper tax documentation. Example: if you are paid in cash but do not receive a W-2, you may struggle to prove income for loans, rental applications, or Social Security benefits later in life. Keeping a written log of your hours and earnings can protect you. Receive Form W-2 by January 31st. Your employer is required to provide you with a Form W-2 by January 31st of each year, which shows the total earnings and tax withheld. For example, if you earned 40,000 as a nanny and had 5,000 withheld in taxes, your W-2 will reflect these numbers, allowing you to file your taxes accurately. File taxes using Form W-2. As an employee, you will use your Form W-2 to file taxes. If taxes were properly withheld, you may receive a refund. If not enough was withheld, you may owe additional taxes. For example, if your employer didn't withhold taxes, you might have to make estimated tax payments throughout the year to avoid penalties. Pay Social Security and Medicare taxes if earning $2,600 and above. If you earn $2,600 or more in 2024, you are required to contribute to Social Security at 6.2% and Medicare at 1.45%. These taxes help fund your future benefits, including retirement and disability benefits. For example, if you earn $30,000 per year, about $2,295 will go towards Social Security and Medicare. Your employer will match this amount. Check state and local tax requirements. Each state has its own tax laws, and some cities impose additional taxes. Be sure to check your local tax regulations. For example, if you work in New York City, you may have additional local tax obligations beyond state and federal taxes. Claim tax benefits if applicable. As a nanny, you may qualify for tax deductions or credits, such as the Earned Income Tax Credit. For example, if you're a single parent and your income is below a certain threshold, you may receive a tax refund, even if you paid little to no income tax. If you're uncertain, always seek advice from an attorney or your certified public accountant. Household employer responsibilities key points. Obtain an employer identification number. Pay employer's share of Social Security and Medicare. Withhold and remit federal and state income taxes. Pay FUTA and SUTA unemployment taxes if required. File Schedule H with personal tax return. Provide workers' compensation insurance if required by state. Issue Form W-2 to a nanny and Form W-3 to SSA by January 31st. Comply with minimum wage and overtime laws. Obtain an employer identification number. As a household employer, you must apply for an employer identification number through the IRS. This number is used for tax reporting and payroll purposes. For example, if you hire a nanny, you cannot simply use your Social Security number to report taxes. You must apply for an employer identification number online through the IRS website to ensure compliance. You must pay employer's share of Social Security and Medicare at 7.65%. In addition to withholding taxes from the nanny's paycheck, employers must match Social Security at 6.2% and Medicare at 1.45 contributions. For example, if your nanny earns 40,000 per year, you will contribute 3,060 or 7.65% towards Social Security and Medicare. This amount is in addition to the employee's contribution. Pay FUTA and SUTA unemployment taxes if required. Employers must pay federal unemployment taxes, FUTA, and state unemployment taxes, SUTA, if their nanny earns more than $1,000 per quarter. These funds help provide unemployment benefits if the nanny loses their job. For example, if your nanny earns $20,000 per year, you must contribute 6% on the first $7,000 of wages, or $420 annually, towards FUTA taxes. State unemployment taxes vary by location. File Schedule H with personal tax return. Household employers must report their nanny's wages and taxes paid using Schedule H, household employment taxes, when filing their personal tax return, Form 1040. For example, if you paid your nanny $45,000 in wages and withheld $6,000 in payroll taxes, you will report these amounts on Schedule H when filing your federal tax return. Provide workers' compensation insurance if required by state. Some states require household employers to provide workers' compensation insurance. This protects both the nanny and the employer in case of a workplace injury. For example, if your nanny slips and falls while carrying a child, workers' compensation insurance may cover medical expenses and lost wages. Employers should check state laws to determine if coverage is required. Issue Form W-2 to Nanny and Form W-3 to the Social Security Administration by January 31st. Employers must provide their nanny with a Form W-2 by January 31st and submit a Form W-3 to the Social Security Administration. For example, if you paid your nanny $50,000 in wages, the W-2 must show total earnings, tax withholdings, and Social Security contributions. The SSA uses this information to track the nanny's earning history for benefits. Comply with minimum wage and overtime laws. Household employers must follow federal, state, and local minimum wage laws and pay overtime when required. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, live-out nannies must receive overtime pay at 1.5 regular pay for hours worked over 40 per week. For example, if your nanny earns $25 per hour and works 50 hours per week, they must be paid $37.50 per hour for 10 overtime hours, totaling the extra $375 per week. Many domestic employers classify their employees the wrong way. Here's a clear comparison table outlining the key differences between a W-2 employee, which nannies are legally classified as, and an independent contractor. As you can see, we cover employment status, tax withholdings, Social Security and Medicare, wage reporting, overtime pay, work schedule and control, benefits eligibility, unemployment insurance, legal protections, and job security for both W-2 employees such as nannies and independent contractors. Penalties for failing to follow nanny tax laws and key violations and penalties for non-compliance may include: for failure to withhold and pay payroll taxes, up to 100% of unpaid taxes plus interest; Late or missing forms W-2 and W-3, fines range from $60 to $630 per W-2, depending on delay. Failure to pay unemployment taxes may include thousands in back taxes and penalties, which varies by state. Misclassifying a nanny as an independent contractor, back taxes, and fines up to 35% of wages and potential legal action. Not complying with minimum wage and overtime laws, back pay, plus double the damages, plus civil penalties up to 1,000 per violation. Lack of workers' compensation insurance, if required by state fines up to $10,000, lawsuits, and potential criminal charges. Tax evasion, intentional non-payment of taxes, felony charges, fines up to $250,000 and up to 5 years in prison. In summary, understanding nanny tax laws is crucial for both nannies and household employers. Ensuring compliance not only avoids penalties but also provides financial security and legal protection. Here are 4 key takeaways. Nannies are W-2 employees, not independent contractors. Employers must handle payroll taxes and issue a Form W-2. Both parties contribute to Social Security and Medicare, and state and local tax laws may impose additional requirements. Thank you for joining me today for this nanny tax compliance presentation by the House Managers Network. Always consult with an accountant or check the latest tax regulations for more details. If you're looking to refine your skills and become a top-tier certified nanny, consider enrolling in our House Managers Network Academy self-paced nanny certification course. Our program covers everything from childcare best practices to professional development. Visit our website for more details, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights from the House Managers Network. See you in the next video. Subscribe to our channel for more expert insights, and don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. See you in the next one.